Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Morris. Breaks loose at the 45. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get to 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
They'll try the right side on the toss. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's got it again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. He's looking to scramble. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Oh, here comes the reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Makes a quick catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Handoff from the shotgun. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Trying to find room. It's Cruz. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Long enough and good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the right side. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Extra point try coming now. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Pressure is coming. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
The Knights will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Same tailback, another carry. Fights off a defender. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Third and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Powering through. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 40, the 20, at the 10, and he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Pulls it in. It's McCormick. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That completion sets up a second down play. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? An inside give now from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The Wolverines trying to cash in here in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. Send the back in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Gets rid of it on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Cruz. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Potters with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. First play of the drive, they look to the right.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. A quick throw out left, complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They've been in the red zone 3 times and have 3 points to show for it. Can they punch it in here on 2nd and goal? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And the Wolverines will crank up the tempo. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Ball carrier tackled there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, nice. And this one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. And he drops back in the gun, looking for a deep completion. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
They got him down out near the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Knights pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Moves.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, UCF. And the beatdown continues. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion makes it 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Ball handed off. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Important 2nd down play coming up. Give it to the back again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th down attempts. Can they convert here?
325.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
He's going to take off. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. The Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Tackled, but first down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Cruz. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? The pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Knights. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack, a big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and that will pick up a first down. He'll spot it at 38. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the football. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation